Hi guys, I'm a Forester here with another beer review. I've got a different brand today that I'm trying to imitate. This one is my favorite summer beer, Dos Equis Amber. So I did a beer review. This is my second batch of beer that I brewed. My first batch was an Irish stout. And if you go back and look at that video, I was very pleased. I think I rated it equal to the Irish stout that I was trying to copy, a Guinness. Now, this beer that I'm brewing, and I'll put this up here where you can maybe see it, but this is the same kit. It's a liquid hobby kit, and this is just for a basic amber beer. So, like I say, my favorite summer beer is this Dos Equis Amber, and so we're going to see how it does, how close it is. Now, I have been drinking this all summer long. So I did a batch back in late spring, 48 bottles plus 2. I actually had enough left over to where I put a little extra water into the mix and got enough for an extra 2 bottles. So 50 bottles this time. And I've been noticing the differences from the first bottle to this one, and I still have probably 12 bottles left that'll last me through September. So anyway, before it gets too warm, let's go ahead, and I'm going to use these bottles, these glasses right here. This is a wine glass, but I think it'll do better to show the color and maybe carbonation. So I'm going to put this up to my microphone here and then uncap it. This is my beer first. Okay, now the Dos Equis Amber. That's a little harder to get off. I didn't notice too much difference. So let me pour the Dos Equis Amber first. And I'll get the whole bottle in this glass. That's one of the reasons I like it. Okay, not so much head. Okay, it's got a light color, the way an amber should be. A medium color, I should say. Okay, I'm going to set that right there. And then let's pour this one, see if we see any difference. Now I'm going to be rating these on carbonation, on color, taste, and also price. Okay, that's got more head, obviously. Okay, this head is almost gone. So you look at the color of it, and I'm looking at the bubbles. You might not be able to see that, but there's, a modest number of bubbles. This one, it's really hard to see. It's not quite as clear. Okay, since this is my standard, I'm going to taste the Dos Equis first. I tell you what, that is so refreshing. And I've been out mowing today. This is a Saturday, and I've been mowing in the backyard all day. That has a very crisp flavor and very clean. So the one word I would use is clean. A light caramel flavor. Not real complicated, but it's got a light caramel flavor and it's very clean. Okay, let's taste this one. There is a difference between these two beers, and I've been noticing that all summer. So this isn't the first tasting and first comparison I've done. This is not as clean. It's a little more stout, full-bodied, I guess I should say. It's not as simple a flavor as this Dos Equis. This just has a light caramel taste. This has more to it. Let me take one more taste of this and then I'll try to describe it. Okay, it's more complex is the word that I was looking for. This has got the slight caramel taste and very crisp, very clean. This lingers in your mouth a little bit longer. It's got the caramel, but it's a slightly thicker caramel flavor. And I want to say it has a touch of coffee flavor to it. So, which do I like better? Well, I like them both. When I'm hot and thirsty after mowing, I might favor this Dos Equis Amber better, but I've been drinking this all summer long and I don't feel deprived. So there's a certain pleasure that you can take from brewing something yourself. So I like them both. I will say I've been putting off this taste test all summer long, and so I bought at least a couple of 6-packs of Dos Equis Amber, and I've ended up drinking it before I did the taste test. So this was my last bottle that I had left, and I was determined I was not going to have to buy another 6-pack when I had so much of this. But I like them both. I'll probably occasionally drink Dos Equis Amber, but I'll enjoy doing this also. I wanted to shift gears and talk just a little bit about something that might be a little controversial. Oh, I got some notes here. I forgot to talk price. Let me cover that first. So, Dos Equis Amber I can buy for $9.99 for a 6-pack, and if I remember right, that works out to about $1.50 per bottle. I calculated how much it cost me to brew this batch, and that was 40. I based it on 48 bottles, but I actually got 50 out of this, and it was something less than $1, just a few cents less than $1 per bottle. So I saved 50 cents per bottle by brewing it myself, and there's the pleasure of doing it. All right, so I wanted to talk about the next batch that I'll brew. And like I say, I've done 2 already. I want to do another one, and the next one is going to be a light beer. A light lager, sort of like, just visualize a Bud Light. I want to try to duplicate a Bud Light. Now, I have not bought a Bud Light in I don't know how long, and you know, there is a controversy regarding Bud Light right now. I don't plan to ever buy a Budweiser beer again unless I buy one by mistake. You know, if you look, InBev, which is the parent company for Budweiser, makes a host, probably 200 different beers. It's a lot. I mean, they make Heineken, they make Michelob. They just make so many beers. You have to go online and look it up to make sure you're not buying an InBev product. But I totally disagree with this woke movement, and I think that's what part of it is. And so I think it's satanic in origin. I think their goal is to take down America, to destroy the family. And I actually got a book. I meant to show you the book. I forgot to bring it in. But I read a book and actually taught our Sunday school class on the woke movement. And there's a lot more to it. And like I say, I'm totally opposed to it. So how does it tie in with this? Well, I am so proud of people that have decided to become vocal and vote with their wallets against supporting Bud Light. And I would expand that out to all the other brands that InBev, the parent company, make. So do I feel deprived? No, I'm going to vote my conscience by not buying one of their products. And I say there's other alternatives. One is to brew your own and take some pleasure in learning how to brew your own beer and enjoy it, and you're not depriving yourself of anything. So I did look up some statistics. Bud Light sales have declined 28% year over year in sales revenue, that's revenue, and in volume they declined 31.2%, that's through July in volume. So 28% in value, 31.2% decline in volume. So a lot of people are standing up to this foolishness that's going on that's really satanic in origin, in my opinion. And I don't think that's overstating it. So thumbs up to all y'all that are standing up for your principles. I think we've been the silent majority long enough. One of the things that book on the woke movement said is that it's almost too late. They've progressed so far that society may not be able to recover. So I hope that's not the case, but the only way we can turn it around is by standing up and speaking up. All right? So as far as beer, that's just one small part of the movement. Brew your own, take some pride in it, and enjoy it. Y'all take care.